Today we're putting together the card kit for February. Each month with a qualifying order, $50 before tax and shipping, I send out, my thank you gift is to send out a card kit of 3 cards that you can complete. You'll notice in the card kits, I do not provide the stamping. So the only thing on this you need to provide is any sentiment to go on the calendar. But everything else is done with the paper, the dies. So it's just a fun way to send my thanks. And then you get a 4th completed card. Hi, Vesta. I'm glad you're on. So each month, so I don't provide here on this video all the measurements and all that. That's in the PDF that you get with your order, and or you can just buy the PDF. But this is more to just show what we're doing to hang out, and I'm just going to show how to assemble them. So, and you could figure out these measurements. So that's pretty easy too. So before we get started, my only announcement is to if you want to place a qualifying order, this is the host code. You can always find it at KarenTitus.com, 7V2TT. So we're talking Timothy Titus Fax, if we can get that. So that's all good. And this weekend is All Good Cards Club. So that's pretty fun. Oh, and I know my other announcement, this goes to my customers. It also this month that if you buy the starter kit from me, you're also getting this because this is just a starter to get started on things that you can make. So the starter kit has that extra 50 free of anything you want in it and no shipping. It is such an awesome deal. And if you want, you can add the embossing machine. So please call me, text me if you have any questions about that, because I would be thrilled to have you join us. Oh, Tim loves being missed. Joan, that's wonderful. He's out pushing snow. So he, as long as he doesn't lift, he's okay pushing. So, but anyway, he loves putzing outside. So this is really good. So these are just quick little extra videos. So these are just fun. Okay, we will get started. I'm just so glad to have you. It's so much more fun when it's live. This is such a great gift idea. And do you know, it's like when a card is more than a card, but you could do this any time of the year. This could start with May, or you could just have one date and circle somebody's birthday on there, which would be really fun. These cards, and I will give you a link, come from Tailored Expressions, and you can get them for 2024. So if you like this idea, this would be the time to work on these for next year. So wouldn't that be fun, and send these out? But I love these. This is a stand-up card. So simple to make. And I just love, look at these little, I love that we are friends is such a great word, but these are all punched out with this Country Floral Lane paper and this punch. Isn't that cool? So all of the things in the card kit that are the hearts are either punched out from that, or they're just punched out from other decorative paper. So this is the first one. I think I'll show the cards first. This is another fun fold. So this is going to stand like this. Has this little box on the end. Again, all of these fold flat, and it's the right size to mail, and it's very easy to know what you do with it. The next one, 2024 sounds so futuristic. I know, but this is an amazing how time goes. Oh my goodness. And then we had more rain. So here we are in Minnesota, and we've been having more rain than snow. So we just have a light dusting of snow that he is pushing, but yes, it's wet. So he's pushing it, but mostly we had rain, and that is really weird in January. But I will have to say, I'm enjoying the mild weather. Look how lovely this is. So these are just punched out with the paper. You can see this is the paper that has the actual hearts in it. This is just some of the other background paper. So isn't that cool? And this is a strip card, 3 strips, a tag. Just a really lovely use of things. And then in the PDF, I always give 3 more ideas, and we actually use the stamps on there. So if you have the whole bundle, you can do this. Love this monochromatic, just the blues. Isn't that pretty? And I love these words. Just wanted to say, because inside you can say happy birthday, I love you, happy Valentine's Day, anything you want it to say. I've been thinking about you. So these are great cards you could just have on hand and then fill in the occasion. This is a 2-step stamp that's in the stamp set. So the hearts and flowers are one stamp, and then the leaves are another. I love that we are friends. And again, this paper is just wonderful. Love this paper. And then the last one, and then, oh, Heather, please your happy birthday to you, to me. She goes, that's wonderful, Heather. I love it. And then this, I saw someone had done an idea like this, and I can't remember the name to give credit to, but I thought, I just made it into a much simpler card, but I thought that is so cute to just, again, sending a little love. So this is the the heart and the little heart in the basket. These bikes are so cute. So I think the colors in this are really fun. Okay, so when you get a card kit from me, it comes like this. Little tags. I have my 3 cards in here, and then there's a 4th card that could be anything. And then the embellishments are here. So all these are my favorite embellishments for cards. They're the iridescent rhinestones, and they have 3 different sizes. So you get a strip of these to use on the cards. And then we're just going to open them. Okay, so this first one, I'll get all my pieces. I think this is just pretty cool. So this is a standard size card that we're going to make, just like that. So I'm going to, let's see how prepared I am today. Did I bring out, I don't have what I usually use, so we'll punt. We're good at that. This Country Gingham paper is so fun. It's got the blues and the mint, and then the petal pink and the sweet sorbets. It's just really fun paper. Okay, so I'm going to put that on. Then I'm going to put this on my card base. I have just the Seal Plus out here. I have to go slower with it. It is the more permanent. It's a little different. It's not what I would typically use with cards, but you know, it's here. So we can make do. Okay, and now I want this to stand. So this is what I'm going to do to make it stand. I just have a smaller piece right here. This is a 4-inch square, and I'm going to score it at 1/2. I'm reading my directions to make sure. And 2 and 3 3/4, or this is basically, okay, just a little bit on the end there. Okay, so I'm going to score that like that. And then you see I'm going to just take this and fold this up and put this on the inside. Oh, and I either have to check my directions or figure this out. I'm going to do it differently. And it could be, if it's the PDF, I would change it. But what in my mind, you know, I turn things around. So this is a 1/2 inch and 2. 2 is in half. So we do it in half. Then I need to turn this around and do this one in half. This is in my mind, but this is how we make things up as we go along. And this is how I design card kits. So I am totally good with making mistakes. Okay. This looks a little better to me. Okay. Then I am going to attach that with this so it's easier to see on here. So I'm going to put one along here. And I always love it. I love it because you guys always correct me if I happen to send a PDF or something the wrong thing, and then I update the version. So I will, it's just kind of a numbers, and I just don't always get along. It is just the way it is. And since we're just dealing with cards, I can live with that. Okay, I'm going to peel that off. Now, the reason I have cut this a little bit narrower, it could be just as wide, but by making it a little bit narrower, it gives me a little freedom to put it in here and not worry about the edges, you know, showing over at the end. But just know you have a lot of freedom in that. Oh, Karen, you're just doing an amazing job. Don't you just want to come take a class with me? At least we'll laugh. Here I am. Okay, we're doing this again because I think it all started when StreamYard wouldn't let me go onto Facebook. I don't know what it was. And it just said, come back and try later. So I did that. And then I'm totally off. Okay. Okay. And then, you know, some people, Tony on here was saying she makes some kind of calendar every year. You know, the thing that's fun, you could make different styles. We have a different one we're going to do next year. And then, and you just get known for doing something. I always think it's really fun. Okay. Now, if you're wondering how I mess this up, I'm going to look. This is how I'm going to do it. Okay. This is how I want it to be. So I can't mess it up twice. That's my rule. Because then I have to start over and see it tomorrow, you know. I am thinking my video might be a little bit dark. I hope it's okay for you guys. It's always hard to know. During the day, it's usually light. And it feels light enough out. And then I'm going to close this up and look at this. I've got a beautiful standing stand anything. So how cool is that? So now I'm just going to decorate it. And this, I'm going to just put on here. And this is a tear-off calendar. So as each month goes, and I think, isn't this pretty to put on someone's desk? So I'm going to put this on. And because of how busy I was doing the paper shares, the card kits have actually gone out a little later, but they're going out tomorrow, the rest of them. So to be up to date on orders. Okay. So I'm just going to put that on. Before I give it, I'm going to peel off this top, and here is Tailored Expressions right there. I'm going to tear that off. And then you can see I'm just going to do this and add my flowers popped up. So I have these pieces and I have a couple others. But anyway, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. That is wonderful. Okay, good. I'm glad the lighting's good. Sometimes I can't tell if it's my computer or if it's all good. But isn't that fun? You will love making these. I said that is such a fun thing to do. Okay, next we'll go on. Okay, I'm going to do this one next. And this is a strip card. And what's very cool about this, I'm going to just take my little, I'm just going to assemble my bases first. Another easy design that I just love. You know, you can just do over and over and switch what you're putting on it. And it's just such a fun, useful thing. So, and the colors, you know, I'm taking all the colors are from the paper. It's the Country Floral Lane paper. So here's my base card going with 1/4 inches. And then I'm going to take these 3 and I'm going to put them on cattywampus. Love that. I'm just going to be all crooked. I would get a different look and it would also be beautiful. I could make them straight. In fact, should we do this one straight just to have difference? Okay, we'll go for variety. If I'm going for a straight look, I'm going to do my 2 outside edges first because I'm trying to kind of get those equal from there. And the middle one won't matter. They can be really tight or they can be really far spaced because this part isn't going to matter. I'm just going to equal that as best as I can. So that's the best tip if you kind of know where the outside ones you want to be. So now I have my tag. And on this one, I use tags all the time. I just love tags. I'm going to just do a knot. So in doing a knot, here is the tip to doing a knot. I'm going to start tying just like I would tie. Let this go just how it wants to. And then when I'm going to do my second one over, the trick is to hold this steady. I'm holding my right hand and I'm pulling with my left. Do you see how that pulls in? And it's just going to pull into a nice knot. And then after that, I am going to trim it. And here we go. Okay. This is such gorgeous paper, and I love it. Can be used for Valentine's or anything else. This scissors needs a little sharpening. Okay, but we'll live with it. Okay, so to put this card on now, this is just going to go on here. This one has no words at all. The words will go on the inside. And let's see, this one I'm just going to put kind of equidistance there. And then I'm going to put my first heart on, and you can see these are just punched out of the paper. But my first heart on plain, and then the second one I'm going to put on with glue dots. I think I've been raiding my supplies out here. You know, I'm in my living room. That's where my YouTube studio is, but this is not where I create. So, and I have to just keep my supplies here that I need because otherwise I have to run and get them. But how cute is that? I mean, this could be a wedding card. This could be an anniversary card. It could be a thinking of you, love you card. And then we just start adding little gems. So how cute is that? Yes, and I will put in the links a link to Tailored Expressions, or someone else can. If you have a link, a big shout out to Tailored Expressions. We crafters keep them in business with their calendars, I must say. They're just so, and they're really, really inexpensive. You get them in packs of 10. They're just wonderful. And then the last one, we always make sure there's one fun fold in this. And I think this is a fun little card. So I'll take out all my pieces. And so for this, I am going to take this. This piece measures 8 3/4 by 4 1/4, and I'm scoring it at 5 1/2. So you can see this is my base card. I send this part scored so that it fits in the envelope. Otherwise, I would have you do it all, but I want these to fit in the envelopes. So this is my center of the card, as you can see, and this is the part that's going to make the little box. So now I'm scoring this at 5 1/2 for that, and then 6 1/4, 7 3/4, and 8 1/2. You can see these two parts are equal. So these are going to make my equal sides right there. You can, always play with designs, and, you could make this box bigger, just play with things. This is all just meant to go like this. So how cool is this? This is my shape then right there. Now the smaller piece measures 4 3/4 by 3 1/4, and I'm going to score that at 3 3/4 and 4 1/2. So I'm done scoring. I'll put that away, and I'm going to fold these. So if you look at this, do you see how that comes together? Isn't that cool? So this is your basic structure of the box. Now the other pieces are to assemble. Now here's what I like to do. This piece, it's all been measured, and this is what I want right here. This piece is, let's see. I'm not even sure if I have that handy, so it's not really going to matter. But I know it's 4, and then I think it's like 3 3/4. You'll figure that out because you're going to do this. You get the directions on the PDF. I just don't happen to have that here. But I like to put this on because it helps me figure out where this is going to go. I don't know that there's really no reason beyond that. You wouldn't need to. This is just how my mind works. So I like to put this on, and this is going to be pretty evenly. I'm just kind of going for a general look like that. And then this part is going to be where I'm going to add my tape. And you could use something other than tape. I love using this kind of tape when I'm on live because it's really easy to see where I'm putting the adhesive. And it's really easy to see when I put it in the wrong place too. It's all good. So this is, any of these would be a fun Valentine cards too. Okay, so now I know, I'm going to see, I'm going to be really bold here. See, and I'm going to just make it go flat. Ooh, and it worked. So I really wouldn't have needed to put that there, but it's just my visualizing. This could go on any point. But how cool is that? And I'm going to put my narrow strip right here. I'll put that here so you can see what I'm building. That's going to go on here. And now we're down to this strip. So this is going to just have these parts put right together like this. Love these little bikes. This is going to go right here and right here. And that is going to go on the rest of this and go on the card right there. And I think I'm just going to stop there because that basically shows how to put all the cards together. So I appreciate you watching this. Let me know if you have questions. And thanks for spending this little time. And that is the card kit of this month. Every month it's something different. Thank you so much. Bye.